Not Carrie Bradshaw YouTube channel, where I'm bringing you along with me for my total wellness journey, giving you shoulders, trying to keep myself awake. Because in this video, I have to share with you guys how I've completely fallen off of my wellness journey. It all started a few weeks ago when I got really sick. I came down with a wicked sinus infection while I was on my way to visit home in Atlanta, and I was really pushing myself to go home because I had plans with my niece, who I love and adore. She's my favorite person in the whole wide world, and I just didn't want to flake on her. But obviously traveling on an airplane did not help a burgeoning sinus infection. So I spent 3 days in a hotel room doing absolutely nothing in Atlanta because I was down bad. I got back to New York, saw my doctor, got all the drugs. I got on, antibiotics and steroids and, nasal spray and all that stuff. And I think for one thing, that was absolutely my body telling me to slow down because I was doing a whole lot. In addition to creating this content, I obviously have a day job because mama's got to eat, mama got to pay this rent, and student loans are real. So I was really pushing myself not only to create this content, but to also show up at work, and be a positive and welcoming presence. And work has been really hard the past couple of months. Just typical things that you deal with in corporate America. And I think that was taking more of a toll on me than I realized because I was just trying to get through the day and, get to the gym, get home to do my yoga or, whatever my practice was going to be that evening. And I think I got sick as a means for my body to slow down. I feel like my body was telling me, like, girl, give us a break. And it wasn't a break that I was going to take for no reason or like voluntarily. I absolutely needed to slow down, but I wasn't expecting it to come that way. So I was out of work for a week and I couldn't really do much of anything because it was a sinus infection. So I got a lot of rest, which you sometimes just need. But 8 or 9 days of that really knocked me off of the habit that I had formed of doing my strenuous workouts and then doing my active rest days and switching out like that. I got really lazy in terms of tracking my food, even really being cognizant of what I was eating. I fell off really hard. And now it's catching up to me. This past week, I had writing services clients, so I had resumes and cover letters to do. I also had some New York Fashion Week work to do, so I had to cover some events after work. So I was up at 6:30, obviously working my regular work day and then hitting an event afterwards, which probably got me home between some nights midnight, some nights 1 in the morning. And I'm a 32-year-old woman, honey. I can't be out here staying out like that on school nights. I need my rest, but I also need this money. So I really was not making time to hit the gym, to even do an in-home workout. And I think when I first started this, it was so much easier because I just had to worry about my day job, getting in my wellness practices, and then creating this content, recording and editing and, all that good stuff on the weekends. And I have just been absolutely exhausted. Again, I think being sick for that 8 or 9 days was a break that I absolutely needed, that I was not going to take on my own without being prompted by being sick. But yeah, it knocked off this habit that I had formed so hard. So I feel like I have just completely fallen off. My clothes are starting to fit snug again. And yeah, we got to get back in the zone because it's been a couple of weeks of me resting a bit too much. I think when our bodies tell us to sit down, we need to listen, but we also can't just be like big boy kicking it. So previously or historically, when I have been in this position, I would get overwhelmed by the fact that I didn't go to the gym for 3 days and I have to start all the way over, and I just wouldn't start over because it was just too insurmountable of a task. But what I and my therapist have helped me to realize is that just because you fall off doesn't mean you have to start all the way back from square one. It means, okay, this is a learning opportunity for me to see what I can do differently the next time life happens in this way. Sometimes you just need to make a pit stop. You don't have to go all the way back to the starting line, but you just need to make a pit stop to regroup and to figure out, okay, what do I need to do the next time life happens in this way? So for me, I have to be more strategic about planning my deadlines. I don't know why I do this to myself. I always want to be someone, I want to be the kind of writer that editors know they can rely on to give them like a quick turnaround. And sometimes that's not even required. And I will still say, oh, I can have this story done in 2 days. Not realizing what that's going to do to me mentally or emotionally or physically, or, how that's going to interrupt my day or my time. So I'm still learning how to be more strategic in planning my day around myself and planning my day around my wellness and making myself a priority. So this weekend was President's Day weekend. I took a lot of time to rest because, again, I have been eating like a monster. And the only workout I actually did this week, I think, was I went for a jog the other day. I've still been journaling and everything, but my physical activity and my food intake has just been like absolute trash for the past couple of weeks. So I really have to get back on the horse starting this week. So I had an extra day to regroup and to look at my calendar to see, okay, this is what I need to cover this week. These are the days I can work out. These are the days that I'm going to work out at home. These are the days I'm going to do yoga. It just requires more planning because life is going to happen and we can't always predict the ways in which it's going to happen. Like, I'm really thankful that I got that writing work, but I was not prepared for the way that it was going to impact this work or my ability to, hit the gym or anything, because I just didn't have it together. I was wiped every day last week. So, tomorrow's a new day. It's a new week, a new opportunity to get right with myself and the Lord. And that's what I'm going to do. So I've already looked at my calendar. I've already marked off what days I'm going to do what. And we're just going to go from there and get back on this horse. Once again, I have to drag myself back to the Lose It app. Shamefully, completely fell off of my little however many days streak. So I'm getting back on it, and I'm not going to kick my own ass too much because life happens. It's only a couple of weeks. I can get right back where I was and keep progressing from there. So if you guys have fallen off like me, scoot over. I'm on the ride with you. It's fine. We gonna be all right, and we don't have to completely give up because life happened and we're human and we're still learning how to prioritize ourselves even when life happens. So don't feel too bad. I'm not gonna feel too bad. I'm only doing my best. I am a human person. And yeah, so that's this week's check-in. I have fallen off incredibly hard and I'm getting back up again. Insert relevant gospel song there. So you guys be sure to sign up for the wellness newsletter. It goes out every week. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Send some positive vibes, and I will check in with you guys soon. Good luck this week. Bye.